I'm back home! Thank God. No offense. I love you, everyone I saw. And it was a great moments. There were moments of greatness, but I'm tired and excited to be home now. Good morning to everybody else. How the hell are you? I've missed you guys. I tried to film while I was in Asheville visiting friends and family, but I was weird and it just wasn't a good time. So I just waited until I got home. This little vloggy video that you're watching now is going to be a vlog. You probably already know that from the title, however. Wow, I feel like I need to get back in the groove of things. So in the spirit of getting back in the groove of things, that is what this daily vlog is going to be all about. I work, me looking at my non-existent watch, I work in 5 minutes. So after the work though, it's 8 in the morning. I've been enjoying listening to the rain. It's a very fall day today. I lit some candles. I've been enjoying the ambiance of the morning, been reading, been working on my blog. One thing about going to visit my friends down in the southeast is that I got to see my beautiful friend got married. She is also my soul friend, my soul igniting fire person. Get really motivated and pumped to do life and to just be the best person that I can be. And she's just a really beautiful, wonderful human, and I hope that all of you guys have someone in your life that does that for you, because it's great, especially in this climate when it's harder to self-motivate. Harder than usual. My whole point in saying all that was that once I get done with work, we're filming some videos. We're gonna plan some writing goals. We're gonna plan some jspringerwrites goals. And I figured it'd be kind of fun to take you guys along with me. I don't know, I'm tired of diminishing my own dreams and desires and such. In the past couple weeks had a couple different authors email me hey, will you read and review my book? And I don't know, I think that having that has been this awakening to where this could be a thing. I think I have this pride thing, and I'm Trent, that's not good enough. No one's gonna take you seriously if you do that. You know what, fuck it. It makes me so happy to make videos and to have this little community that we've got going on here, and just fuck it. So my aunt gave me this book while I was visiting her in the southeast, and I started reading it on the plane. I was not expecting it to be as creepy, spooky, autumnal Halloween feeling as it is, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm on, I would say maybe almost halfway through the book. It's basically about this girl. I think it's set in the 1800s, but it's a YA, and it's about this girl whose father is being accused of lying. He is a natural scientist. They were in London, so they run away from London because they don't want the tabloids. They don't want the drama. So they get to this island. The news of her father's lies follows them. They wind up getting kind of ostracized from the people of the island anyway, and then her father, maybe I shouldn't give away that much, but yeah, a lot of spooky, creepy things happen. I don't want to give anything away, so it's just really good. I'm really enjoying it so far. Not to mention the language that's used. It's beautifully poetic. I've dog-eared, I know, don't crucify me. I've saved a few pages of quotes that I want to share with you guys. Just the language itself is so beautiful, and I will go off on a tangent on how I think that some words taste nice. Anyways, yes, really good. Excited to continue reading and sharing with you guys about this book. Back to work, I should probably go. Okay, work is done. Yay. I look crazy. I have so much to do, but the dogs are whining and we have a little bit of reprieve from the rain, so we're gonna go for a little walk and then get to doing the things. I wish I could transfer the smell of how great it smells out here to you guys. It's so nice to be home. Can you tell how windy it was outside? Everybody's like, no, Jordan, your hair looked just like that before you even went out. I've been gone for about 3 weeks, and I feel really gross.
physically, emotionally. The point in illustrating all of that is saying that like I need a recalibration. I need like some plans, some structure, some like really hardcore self-nourishment to like get back in the groove of life and feeling productive, and like I'm working towards things, which is just something that brings me so much joy. So the rest of this video is going to come to you in a few parts. First, I think I might make a tea or a coffee and read some more of my book, just because that sounds lovely. And today I'm just doing things that make me happy because I'm alone and I get to be selfish for a minute. Then I'm going to get all of my writing stuff situated, and together we are going to plan out my goals and my course of action to finish my book. I visited my grandparents while I was down in Georgia, and you know, I'm just tired of him being like, so how's that book coming? And my answer being, well, I'm still working on it. It's just the way that his voice turns down and like he's judging me, like he's scoffing, like he's like, huh, oh, well, okay, sure. And I just feel the judgment there, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, Granddaddy. I'm gonna prove you, I shouldn't curse. I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm gonna finish that book, and it's gonna be great. There's gonna be a lot of things in there that you would not approve of. My very Christian, very conservative grandparents. Anyway, got part 1, book writing, book planning. Part 2 is going to be the jspringerwrites portion of this thing, like this, you guys, this YouTube channel. I have a new blog up. I'm gonna be doing blog posts. I hired someone to help me out with my Instagram so that I can like get my consistency game on point, because I want this and I'm tired of being ashamed of wanting this. Part 3 is going to be a glow up, if you will, a transformation of self. It's gonna be a little nighttime self-pampering thing before I film some YouTube videos tonight. I have some post-it notes here. I was gonna do like a full-on plot thing, but I think what I'm gonna do instead is just quickly go over my book. Not that book, we're done with that. I think I'm just gonna quickly like peruse over where I'm currently at in the writing process, in my writing stages. And then I think I'm just going to do, who did I see do this? I saw her write like her chapters on post-it notes and then make like a grid on her wall, and then every time she finished that chapter, she would peel it off, and it was kind of like this visual thing of finishing the story. So I kind of want to do that myself, but I think before I do that, I've got to come up with like the rest of the chapters that I've got to write. Here's a quick backstory of my book. It started out, I think, as like 25 chapters. First iteration, my first draft, it just felt really weak, and it was kind of lackluster in the end. And I was reading over it and I'm like, this just feels like a weird amalgamation of other books that you've read, instead of like being true to the plot and the story that I have going on here. So I continued to like work through some things, and I'm the kind of writer who every character has their own goals, their own motivations. So I've got all these like little side stories going on that are only small snippets in the main book, if that makes sense. So with that being said, I've had to like write those little small stories before I can really write the main book here, just so that I can understand and make sure that I'm not like screwing up other pieces of it. This is so vague. I really hope that that's making some sort of sense. Now I have like a whole chunk of book that hasn't been written at all. I just have plotting for it. I don't really know how many chapters it's going to wind up being. I think it's probably going to wind up being like 40 chapters. So I think that might just be what I do. And as I was going through and editing this, I realized that some of the chapters were like 20 pages long. So I went through and rebroke them up and just put them as like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 2.5, chapter 3. But I think currently I'm on chapter 22. So there's a realm meeting that is called, and the only way that can happen is if all of the rulers of the kingdoms agree to call an early meeting. Otherwise, it's every 2 years, and they we'll all get together and kind of go over just realm stuff, realm things. It's kind of a new development since the Tide War ended and since the Morrigans were defeated. Speaking of which, somebody commented on my video about how they wanted the book to be about the Morrigans, like a Morrigan that survived or something. Not too far off the money. There's gonna be multiple books in this world and with these characters. I don't really know if you could call it a series because they could each be read independently of each other, but they all kind of piggyback off of each other as well in some sort of little continuation. So I've already started working on the book that happens after this first story, after Sierra's story. Sierra is the main character of this book. But that other book, it's about the Morrigans, because there is a surviving clan. So it's like a plot device in this book. So I'm really not giving away that much. But it's really fun to write, and it was pretty cool that you said that, because I was like, oh, I've already got part of that book drafted. So, woohoo, that'll be fun to play with and to finish. But I'm just tired of being that person who is like, yeah, I'm a writer. Yeah, I'm writing a book. But like, are you really, Jordan? Are you really? And I am. I'm not as serious about it as I want to be. I've been letting myself get distracted, and patience and time and belief in self and belief in the process and consistency are really the only things that you can do to get to where you want to be in any aspect of life. Oh gosh, it gets so exciting. And this is another reason why I want to like do more writing blogs, because talking about it gets me more excited about it. And also telling you guys and making this like a public thing is making it a declaration of finishing. And now that I've said it out loud, like I've got to do it. It's not enough, I don't think, to just tell my family, because if I disappoint them, if it takes me forever, I'm just like, cool, whatever. But if I put it online and I'm like talking to you guys, like I'm writing a book, it's happening, I'm doing the thing, then you guys can be like, yo bitch, where's your book at? So my plan is to finish the book by July 2021. July 2021. I'm choosing that because it's my 27th birthday month, and I don't know, it feels like a good amount of time. Not too much to where I can like really slack off, but not so little that it's not attainable. My beautiful best friend Sarah got me this gorgeous notebook. I wish you could feel it. It's like velvet. So I'm going to use this as my writing planning notebook. So when it comes to life planning and like habitual rehabilitation and everything, habit forming things, I think the best thing that you can do for yourself to really create a sustainable change in your life is to create a daily kind of routine. I mean, I know that morning routines, night routines are kind of all the craze on the YouTubes, but like there is a lot of science and research that suggests that having a daily consistent thing is most helpful and most beneficial in creating lasting habits. We're writers here, we are readers here. We know that romanticizing is just something that we do, so I like romanticize myself. I romanticize this version of myself, and I want to meet myself in the middle, like who I am and then like who I romanticize myself to be. I know that I can be something in the middle of those two things. I don't think it's attainable for me to do a morning writing routine anymore. This is going to be trial and error. We're going to figure this out, okay? I want to do a word count goal, or do I want to do a time goal? I feel like a time goal is going to be a better thing for me to do, because if I have a word count goal, like I'm going to be stressing about that. So I think an hour every night. To some of you out there, I know that's going to sound like nothing. Like, what are you doing? Of course you can do that. Of course you can make that happen. Aren't you supposed to be a reader? Yes. But we can't all be Kate Kavanaugh. As much as I want to be her Milwordy goal, man. Maybe 1 year. That's going to be the goal, is to do a chapter a week. And that is totally, there's no reason why that shouldn't be attainable. I mean, it's going to be a little shitty because I am like writing, like zero drafting a few good chunks of the story here, since I've changed a few things and kind of altered the plot a bit. But that's okay, because we're going to make it happen. And then every time I finish a chapter, I will get the immense joy and satisfaction of removing a post-it from the wall. All right, jspringerwrites stuff. It's a beautiful spread. Geez, today when I get done filming this planning video, I'm going to start filming my September wrap-up, and then I'll start editing that tonight. And then I'm going to film tomorrow some more videos as well as some TikTok videos. I'm trying to get into the TikTok thing. Continuation of that same theme. I am still trying to post on Sundays and Wednesdays. You can see I have those marked like that. And then I got one little extra post here, which if I do extra posts, they'll probably be on Fridays. So that is it on the planning. Time to take a bubble bath.